Oh, what have we got here, boy? Oh, it's a bit stiff, this one. Woohoo! Hello. Oh, look at the snout out of his nose, so that's.
Oh, look. Got the t-shirt on. You know what that means, don't you? 50s are coming tonight. Oh, I'm in. What was that, hand?
That was guys.
Right, welcome back to Only Carp, and this week we are on Cretelakes in France. Vive la France! So we've had the draw. We come out second from last. I'm on Lake 2. There's only one other angler on Lake 2. So before the draw's done, you get to have a walk around for an hour. I walked around Lake 1. And then found fish on Lake 1 actually, and then I had a walk around Lake 2 and found fish on Lake 2. Lake 1 would have been my first choice, but sorry, I thought someone was coming there. Lake 1 would have been my first choice, but I had anglers that come out in the draw before us go into either side of the swim that I wanted. So didn't fancy that, so I've come on to Lake 2. There's only one other guy here. I think he's just had one actually. I haven't got any rods out yet. I'm gonna have dinner first. I've got the rods sorted. I'll have dinner and then I'll ping the rods out and I'll be fishing. The weather looks good for tonight and tomorrow. We've got sunshine Monday, Tuesday, and then I think we're cloudy for the rest of the week. We've got to go a day early because Matty forgot that he's got a holiday with his kids on the Saturday. I think he's going to Devon, so we've got to go a day early, but hopefully we can have a few before then anyway. I'll go through what I'm doing tactic wise with you a bit later on. I'll get some dinner, get some rods out, and then I'll go over spots and rigs and stuff like that. Okay, this is gonna be extra carpy.
So here we are, we're finally here. Done the walk round, picked our swims. I have ended up absolutely buzzing with this. Lake 3, peg 25. So there's only me and Mozza on this entire lake. Look at that there. The fish got over 70 in here. So I'm going to get set up. Speak to you soon.
Right, so these are the rigs to go out, all on chads, all on the Instinct pop-ups from Bank Bait. I'll do a little how-to on how I make the chads later in the video, so you can see how I do it. Hopefully it brings me success. Right, so this is the setup. So naked chad. It's hard to get it to focus. Naked chad with a bead up high. What I've done to combat, oh, a shot as well. I know I've scraped it a little bit, but there's a shot to pin that Instinct down. I haven't put putty on because there is crays in here. Crays love putty. What I've done is, if you notice, I've done a little boom section to the lead because chads are renowned for hook pulls. So what this will do is it will give it a bit of separation. Try to focus. And give it a little bit of separation when the chad goes right down to the helicopter sleeve. It'll give it that little bit of separation from it, so it's less chance for the fish to shake the lead.
Right then, we're all set up. Just had our dinner. We had cottage pie, salad, side bowl, and I think, pardon me, sponge and custard pudding. Lovely. Yeah, so you reel in at 4:30 and go and have your meal on the food package, which is worth its weight in gold here at Cretelakes. I think it's 150 quid for the week. You get a full English or continental every day, endless tea and coffee, juice, and then evening meal, salad, main and a dessert. Absolutely bang on, you can't fault the food really. Yeah, so back to the fishing. It's been raining all day. Couldn't ask for better conditions really. The water is so warm. When you reel in, your leads are actually warm. It's crazy. Never felt water so warm. It was 40 degrees here last week. The weather has changed massively in our favour. So just out there, see there's 3 poplar trees in the top. Just down to the side there's like a spit, a point that comes out. And I've found a bar, and I'm fishing just on the other side of the bar at quite some distance. I haven't baited heavy today. I've sent the bait boat out with probably 25 to 30 baits and some powder on top on each rod, and I'm just going to see what happens, see if I can get a fish tonight or this evening. But they have been showing on my bait, so they're definitely out there. I've got the right hand rod on a seeded plum boosted bottom bait. The middle rod is on the plum wafter white, and the left hand rod is on a plum wafter yellow. So I just thought I'd try a few different things, see if we can get them on the bottom or wafting just on a German rig. And I've tried the 2 colours, so we'll see. Also, if you ever do come to Cretelakes, I'd say it's an absolute necessity to bring a bike, because you can fly around the complex. There's actually a toilet block just there as well, which is handy, and power. So yeah, and now here's home. There's the bivvy. Yeah. lovely scenery. I ain't gonna moan about spending the next 7 days here. Well, 6 days. I've got to cut the trip short by a day because I've got a family holiday straight after this. Quite looking forward to that, to be honest. My favourite place, St Ives, Cornwall. Yeah, so got some driving to do, I have. But yeah, a few fish been showing. Fizzing and bubbling's been going on all day. So very, very confident something's going to happen tonight.
Right guys, off the mark. As predicted, right and rod. Call me Mystic Mac. So yeah, was a bit of a finicky day. Just a few beeps and pulled the bobbin up to the top. On the chard what I showed you earlier. On the instinct pop up. So I can now, if I haven't got to wrap anything up, I've just got to ping it in the right direction. Scatter a few more boilies. 23.5, so not really what we're here for, but it's just good to be off the mark, and the fish in this lake are supposed to be absolutely stunning. And this one is. There it is. Lovely. Nice big paddle on it. Nice big shoulders. Be one for the future, I think. But yeah, nice. Did take me down the right hand margin for a bit. I had to hold the rod right out into the lake. I thought I might have to get in at some point, but come in all right in the end. So yeah, show you the other side. There we are. Lovely start. Happy to be off the mark. Hopefully we can get in some of the bigger ones. So yeah, first night, first fish. Get in. Right guys, fish number 2, £35. Lovely scaly one again, on the instinct, same rod. See if it'll behave, because he's been resting for a bit. Oh. There she is, £35 on the instinct again. Same rod. Perfect conditions again. £35 on the instinct from bank bait. What a lovely fish. This one's got the best looking fish in, I've been told. And it's proving to be right. Fish number 2. Get in. So right then, I've made the move. I've gone from lake 3,
there's a lot of fish on us. Me and my pal, we had 4 fish in the first 24 hours between us. I had 1, he had 3. But the size and stamp was, they're all 30s, and it's not really what I've come here for, to be honest. I've been here 5 times and never had the chance to fish Lake 1. That's where I've moved now. First chance. There's only 19 anglers on the venue this week. There's normally about 40. I don't know what's put people off, whether it's school holidays or cost of living crisis, I ain't sure. Well, anyway, my friend was moving off Lake 3. That would have left just me on the lake, and I don't fancy that, because the fish are just going to go up the opposite end to where I am. So anyway, I'm here on Lake Peg 8. The wind is pushing right in here. Just had a quick chat with the bailiff. This lake, holds 4 fish over the 70-pound mark. 18 known 60s, and God knows how many 50s. So it's the big fish water of the complex. Now I've caught and avoided the blank, I'll go home happy anyway, but if we can get some big girls on the bank, that's what the plan is. So I'm going to get myself set up, find some spots, make the most of it. Got 5 nights left. So on the new swim, I've been told it's clean out there. So I've got the korda safe zone leader, bolt rig with a small 4-inch with a seeded plum, boosted bottom bait, size 5 Nash Fang long shank hook, with a piece of pink corn topper on top of there. See how it goes. Those hooks are ultra sharp and ultra strong, and I've put a tiny little bit of tubing on there just to hold it in place. Stripped back that section to make the movement. Yep, let's see. So rod number 2, same again, korda safe zone leader, running down to a bolt rig, but now I've got a stiff boom section made out of IQ, korda 25-pound IQ, and then I am fishing a German rig with a wafter. This is the new spam and liver wafter, dumbbell wafter. I absolutely love the colour of these. I'm confident in it. I've got a short, probably 5-inch section. I did have them a bit longer, but I've decided to shorten them down a touch. May even go down to 4 inches, but yeah, that's a size 6 curve shank, blobbed on. Let's give that one a go. So rod number 3, again, safe zone clear leader, down to a bolt rig. This time we've got a braided 30-pound braid, stripped back, with an instinct bottom bait on a size 4 razor sharp Kamakura hook, with a tiny piece of rubber there just to hold it opposite where the barb would be, and a yellow corn tipper this time, again with about 4.5 to 5 inches. See how that one goes.
Right, French PB for me, £41. I've never had a fight quite like this. I've caught a bigger fish than this before in the UK, Dave, 53, rest in peace. But the fight on this, it was stripping line, and there's nothing I could do. I was looking at the spool thinking, what, you know. £41, instinct from Bankgate, match the hatch, just scattering a few boilies around it. This one was cast to showing fish, maybe about 10-15 boilies on a chad, not fishing any sort of spot, just fishing where the fish are.
What a fish.
What a fish. And there's 25.50s in this lake, I think. About 5 or 6 60s, I believe. If I can get one of the big girls, I'll definitely have a move. But for now, I'll be staying put. What a fish. I'll show you the other side. Ooh, what a fish. Instinct. Fish meal from bag bait. Get on it. Absolutely buzzing. Come on. Right, fish number 4 for me. £25, smidge under. On the right hand rod. Going down towards the right hand margin, so yeah, I must still be there. On the instinct. Just on the chart, same tactics as before. What I'm probably going to be doing is I'm going to fish that margin spot on lake 1 that I've been baiting for the last couple of days, and later on after dinner I'll have a look around complex and see if I can get a move, see if I can get some bigger fish somewhere. There she is. But quite a good fight, this one. So yeah, going for some brekkie. Right, so I just want to do a little shout out for my 14-year-old daughter, Ruby. I'll give her my bait boat to do some graffiti. I've the YouTube channel, bank bait sponsor, and snag tackle who I'm associated with. I think she's done a pretty good job. She even got a little name on it. She's put one on the back. So yeah, thank you Ruby for doing that for me. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a baby rat. I don't know. I don't think it is. Some sort of mouse. Look how long its snout is. Here on Lake 1 we have found some sort of blind mouse. Hunting for his food, he rests to breathe. Hello, Walker. You gonna be my mate? Bye bye. Right guys, so I'm going to show you how I make my chad rigs. So first of all, I'm just going to go onto the hooks that I'm using. So I got sent these out. You might have seen these. So I got sent these out by Cretelakes, and they're called grips. So they're classed as barbless, but what you've got just here, you've got about, let me see, about 4 or 5 little notches that go out. They're taking out little V's. So what the idea is even though it's barbless, it just gives you that extra little bit of grip. And I've hooked 4 fish and landed 4 fish on chads, which are renowned for balls. So they sent me these out kindly to have a go of them and test, and I could say they're absolutely fantastic. They stay sharp as well. So yeah, I think I've only I've gone through four hooks, so 3 that I've been using, and then I've only had to replace 1 hook for the 4 fish that I've caught, and they've still stayed sharp. So this is nothing against the snag tackle hooks, but I'm not a fan of barbless, to be honest. I hate barbless. So anything that can give me that extra bit of hook hold and stop me losing a fish, then I'm all for it. So that's why I've given these a go, and I'm impressed with them, to be honest. Right, so onto the chad. So I've got snag tackles, which is ASSO, but I think they're an association with snag tackle. So they're chad stiff rig line. So cut yourself off, I don't know, 6 inches. You can reduce that down once you get used to tying them. So go through the front of the eye, and you only have to whip this 3 times because it's a stiff link. Just pulls up tight on each other, so you don't need to do 6 whips, 6-7 whips like, you know, uncoated braid or a soft coated braid or anything like that. So 1, 2, 3, and then back through the back of the eye. I'm just going to wet it down. Just wet it down. Now just get your teeth on that tag end, pull it tight. That's it. So I've got a little bit of a tag there now, and you'll see why in a minute. Right, so now, just so I can get the accuracy of my lengths, I'm going to use a crimp. So I want my chods to be, I don't know, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. So quite low to the deck. Ooh. And what you need to put on is your chad swivel. So I've reused these chad swivels. These little bits of terminal tackle that you have, just cut them off your old rigs and reuse them. Save yourself a bit of money. So yeah, it's a snag tackle chad swivel that I've reused. So through the other side of the crimp. Now I'm not pulling this up fully tight because you'll restrict that movement on this swivel, on this top swivel. It's a bit fiddly because I'm holding it out for the camera as well. Right, there we go. Right, so I'm leaving just a little bit there for that little bit of extra movement. There we go. Right, so crimp that up. As hard as you can. That's that done. Now you can cut this tag end off by the crimp as low as you want. That's that done. Boom. Right, so I've got a ring swivel from Snag Tackle, again a reused one. So what you want to do is now feed this back through the back of the eye, and this is now going to form your D for your bait, like so. And then to secure that in place, all you have to do, cut this down if you need to. You only need to blob it down slightly just so it catches the back of that eye. So protect the line with your fingers. Burn your fingers, not the line. Like that. And just let that cool for a second. Pull that tight. And there's how you attach your bait. Okay, so now we've got this chud line from Snag Tackle is really good. I've found that when you've hooked a fish, you can actually mold this and reshape this how you want it. So all you want to do is just run your fingers a couple of times around in a circle like that and just make that little curve, and that's it. That is your chud made, and that's what's landed me all the fish. And like I said, coupled with that the grips hooks, I haven't had a single hook pull. So what I'm actually doing is I'm attaching a shot to the crimp, because there's loads of crayfish in here. They absolutely love tungsten putty, so I'm putting a big shot on the crimp so it's not damaging any line. It's just holding that down on the deck. That's it. That's how I do my chud rigs. Right, so we're going into the evening. Turns out that little rodent was actually a shrew. I picked it up and put it into the wooded area, and 20 minutes later it was back. No matter how far I seem to put the little shrew away from the swim, he just always finds his way back. So I chased him off with a bit of water and he hasn't come back since. I don't want it ferreting around and me food and stuff, so I had to go, unfortunately. So yeah, coming into the evening time, my first night on Lake 1, and the fish are all, at the minute they're all showing to my left, which is swim 1, and then it goes round, the numbers go round in an anti-clockwise direction. So you've got 1, and then opposite 1 is 10, and they're all showing over towards 10. It's like a jacuzzi over there. It's absolutely crazy. I've seen the odd show push out towards the middle area, but at the minute there's nothing over my spot. Right, so I am going on zigs for the day. It's going to be unconventional because it's size 4 hook, which is why the foam's so big. But you can't crimp barbed hooks down here, and I haven't got anything smaller. That's barbless, unfortunately. So, will it make a difference? I don't know. But I've got the wide gape grips hook on here, bit of black foam. I've just put one out with yellow foam on. I've got one with black foam on the bottom, red on the top. One's going out, I've got 10 foot water, one's going out 8 foot, between 6 and 7 and 5. It is the floater and zig line, floater and zig line from Snag Tackle, £15, 0.30. And that's what we're going with. The hooks, they're not, I'll zoom in. You can see they're like black coated, so hopefully that'll reduce the visibility in the water a little bit for us. So hopefully it won't matter and we can sneak one out. Right, midday bite on a zig, 8 foot zig, yellow foam, size 4 hook, believe it or not. I've just lost one on the same rod. I pinged it back out and it went within 2 minutes ago, so they're all going to go on to 8 foots now. But yeah, it was right back in the throat. It really wanted this. 49 pound, 8 ounces. Not quite the £50 mark, but I ain't bothered. £49, 8 ounces. On a zig. What a fish. What a fish. Oh, out of Lake One. Loving it. Fantastic. Wicked. Oh, I'm gonna get some water shots. What a fish. Right guys, the second of the 240s on the zig. Same rod, bit of yellow foam, zig line from Snag Tackle, yellow foam from Snag Tackle, the hooks from Cretelakes, the grips hooks. I'll tell you what, the hook holds are immense on those. I don't know why anyone would use any other hook really on a barbless venue than them now after seeing those. And they're sharp after, they're still sharp. Some of these hooks have had 3 fish on, and they're still sharp to the touch. So yeah, brilliant hooks. So yeah, the first one was the 49 and the second one 47. Hopefully it behaves. It's been slinging for a little bit. Don't help out on the slope. Behave and you can go back. Yeah, tell you what, massive, what a unit. Never neglect the zigs. Pull the 2 fish out in the middle of the day and no one else is catching. 2 40s, 49 and a 47 on a bit of yellow foam. Get on the zigs in those tough conditions, those sunny conditions. Awesome. Well, right, so my review on the grips hooks, I think they're fantastic. I do. Of the 7 takes that I've had, I've landed 6. But what you've got to bear in mind is I've used these hooks on the worst possible rigs for hook pulls. So Chad's renowned hook pulls and zigs are not the best either. The one that I lost was on a zig. You could even argue that you don't know whether it was foul hooked or not, because that can happen more often than not with zigs. And the way it was peeling line away, I don't know. But yeah, even that for a ratio on a barbless venue is quite good. The hooks are quite thick and gauge, and they're really strong. And what also surprises me is they stay sharp for ages. I think I had 3 fish on one. I did on lake 2. I think I had 3 fish with 1 hook. To be honest, it was still fairly sharp there, and you could have sharpened it up and then been alright again, because the gauge is quite thick on these size 4s, but you're not allowed to sharpen up, so yeah, you're not allowed to file them down or anything like that. So yeah, barbless venues, this will be the only hook I'll be using for now. I can't see why you'd want to use anything else. This is a slight edge to have on barbless venues. So yeah, brilliant hooks. And the grip section that's on it, you won't be able to see if I put it close to the camera anyway. It's not, I know on the Facebook adverts it looks like they're quite thick and deep, but they're not. They're well, microscopic in a sense. You can just about see them and feel them. And it's strange because the hook holds really good, like a barbed, that's how it feels, but getting the hook out is, on the mat, is like a barbless. So I think you have the benefits of getting the fish in, but not having the mouth damage that a barbed will give you. So yeah, fantastic hook for barbless venues. Get on them. Grips by Cretelakes. Bad boy hooks.
So whilst we are bivvy bound due to another rainstorm, I thought I'd just do a little piece about the complex. So Cretelakes now, this is my fifth, possibly 6th year of coming here. Came near enough every year since my first time. I think I missed 1 year. It's a great venue if you're somewhere where you want to come. It's not particularly hard. Yeah, it holds fish up to £80 possibly at the right time of year in some of the lakes, 70s in a few of the lakes, and a lot of 60s and 50s and so on. It offers a bit for everyone. I think Lake 4 is the easiest, bit of a runs water. Lake 3 holds some lovely looking fish. Lake 2 is meant to be one of the harder waters. The fish aren't as big in there, but lovely looking things. Lake 1 is the biggest, holds the biggest fish on the complex, albeit I think Lake 5 will soon take over that. It's just 3 hours drive from Calais. You can do a coach service, but we choose to drive so we can get here quicker. The food package that they do here, we should have took pictures of the food every day. Fantastic. So you get a full English breakfast every morning at 9 o'clock. You can have cereals, toasts. Don't think there's any fruits. Possibly, I don't know. Jam, marmalade, and then there's a jiffy van comes round at snack time, dinner time. I'd recommend 3 desperados and a Cornish pasty. Then on an evening at 5 o'clock, 4:30, you have salad bar, a lovely cooked meal, normally English, and followed by a dessert and free tea and coffee on tap and orange juice. So yeah, great place. I'm going to book again next year. I'm just going to keep coming here. I think next time I'm going to stick to Lake 5. I've done most of the other lakes now. I've never fished Lake 4. It didn't really interest me. Lake 1 has destroyed my soul. But anyway, we're only halfway through. Hopefully I'll give you an update later with a fish in this link. Can't have that Kieran, can I? Bragging rights. Last year I think he had 2 or 3 fish, and they were all just 30s, whereas I think I had 8 or 9 and had a 60 PB, 60 common as well. Let me drop that in, Kieran, as 60 common.
Get some shots now without the ready.
So I have moved again. I've give up on Lake 1. 48 hours of nothing. Decided to move to Lake 5. I'm all set up now. Cracking swim. I've got the fish fizzling and bubbling in front of me. I don't know if you can see. There's a pontoon just there. I've got one to the left, one to the right of it. And then my right hand rod is a bit closer down there. So I'll keep you informed. So we had 2 in the night, well, night/morning. First one was 5:30, the second one has just gone off at 7 o'clock, so quite considerate times. This one's a common, absolute scrapper. I thought it was going to be a big fish, was absolutely surprised. It's just a scraper 30. Didn't have row. I'll show you that one first. There it is. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Another long one. Row up. I don't know, scrap in here. But yeah, look at the paddle on it. No wonder it was a row. Oh, there we go. Oh. Let's get her back, shall we? And show you the mirror, which is slightly bigger. 37, that is. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh. There we go. They fight like stink in here, and they like to eat the instinct. That's for sure. Oh. Come on. This is the problem with slinging them, because they get all their energy back. There we go. Oh. 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 Let's get it back, shall we? Right then, that was an eventful afternoon. 5 fish in the midday heat, hauling in the heat. That was. There was oh, fucking insects on me. Right, so that was an eventful afternoon. The last 24 hours have been really good to me. It's been an amazing trip now, really turned around. The last 24 hours I've had a 39.
Yeah, fish number 4 I think. It's like on a seeded plum wafter by bank baits. Oh. Oh. The yellow seeded plum. £39. Thought it was going to be the first 40 pounder for me for the trip, but no, still 2 nights left. It's only 10 o'clock at night now. Oh. Let's get it back. Oh.
26. Jesus Christ, did you hear that bosher behind there? God, scared the life out of me. Oh, and again, could be in for a good night. Yeah, in the last 24 hours we've had a 26 on instinct again. They prefer the instinct in here, I think. Wafter, a 39, a 51 and a 50 and 9 ounce. Absolutely epic afternoon.
The same rod's ripped off and it's another 50. Yes. One was on the instinct, one was on the plum. 2 of them. All right, pale looking warrior. Look at that. Look at that for a fish. Oof. Jesus, that's seen some sunrises, isn't it? Look at the colour of it. Oh, let's get some photos done. That's it. Here we go, we've got the 250s. Balls helping me out here. Here we go. Look at that.
Wow.
Ace. Get some stills. One dark, one low.
I've got to say, all of these have come on the bank baits, either instinct or seeded plum wafters on a German rig. And I was just going to show you that now. My personal favourite is a seeded plum yellow. Did you see them boshers, Paul? Unreal. This is what I've been having them on. IQ link there, and then that is German style, sat on its side like that. This is a seeded plum wafter. Unbelievable bait. The yellow is my favourite, and that's what I've had them all on, other than the instinct, which come in like a reddish colour. Probably, it was 50-50, but now I think it's more 60-40 on the plum. Don't know though, maybe it is 50-50, I don't know. But yeah, so this trip I've ended up, well, so far 9 fish. We started with a 30 common, we had a 36, a 20 something, and then we had a 33, 39, 50, 51. Was there a 40? No, I don't think we've had a 40 on this trip. Well, anyway, it's been an amazing trip. Really enjoyed it. The last 24 hours have turned it around massively for me, because I was going to go home on 4 fish, biggest being £39, which to most people that would be a good trip, but because I've been and done it here before, I'm expecting a bit more out of it. And a brace of 50s, what a brilliant way to finish it off. We've also had my friend next door that helped with the water shots, which was brilliant. I'd like to thank everybody here at Cretelakes, the lads, for helping us out, cooking the meals, moving us from our peg to peg. Yeah, it's a really great place, clean. The food has been bang on. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I've had all the fish on this rig. It's effectively just a Ronnie rig. Oh, that's cool. Effectively just a Ronnie rig, lay on its side. So if you used to put a pop up, it would be a Ronnie. This is just lay on its side like that, flat on the bottom, wafting. Brilliant rig. Right then, if you don't hear from me again, it means I'm on my way home to England. But if you do hear from me again, it means we're in for a messy night. See you later, guys.
Je suis
An animal.
an animal, soir. Et tu, an animal.
An animal alone.
Yeah, that's the end of the vlog. How did your week finish, mate?
Very well. I really enjoyed it. It was a cracking time. We've all had some good fish, haven't we? The whole group of us. Been great.
Yeah,
Really good.
Matty ended up with 250s within 20 minutes.
I went and had one more fish after. I said this is my last vlog. I got this morning while I was wrapping up last knockings. I had a 34 mirror.
Yeah.
So another one, but there's no photos of that other than in the net.
And then the net, yeah.
Didn't want to miss it at all.
Yeah, go on.
This hat, although it looks stupid, definitely lucky and is now super glued to my head.
Is that like an Alan Blair one?
It's an Alan Blair, mate. It's an urban hat. It's good. Worked for me, mate.
Yeah.
It's worked.
And I finished with 340s, which I'm happy with. One that nearly went 50, but that gives me the £50 target for next year, so I'll be back again to do that.
Definitely back, and hopefully we've got a few other guests with us next year.
Yeah, hopefully.
One thing I'm disappointed with, we just stopped off for a lovely French coffee. Kieran wouldn't even let me get a croissant with it.
We're going to have a big fat Burger King or a KFC.
Oh, that's really French, that is.
Right, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Nice one. We'll
See you next time.
If there was ever an illustration or a symbol for never giving up, it's this little tree here. Cut down and grown himself a new life. Well done, you.